In fact, a whole host of banking and NBFCs reported their Q1 updates. Lots of them. But Gaurav is here just to tell us the key ones we should watch as we begin trade today.
Well, yes, first let's talk about Bajaj Finance. A very big positive surprise is what we have seen from the quarterly updates. 26% AUM growth, let me correct, 25% AUM growth on a year-on-year basis, which results into 6% sequential growth. On the other hand, customer base also increased almost by 21%. In fact, now brokerages also believe that this is going to be positive, and the next checkpoint is going to be credit cost. Bajaj Housing Finance also followed the same trend, where 24% growth is what we saw in AUM, and at the same time disbursements also grew almost by 3% on a sequential basis. On the other hand, let's also focus on some banks. Bank of Baroda actually came up with a little bit of weak set of numbers if we compare it with the expectations, because the loan book growth was at around 12.5%, while deposit growth was at around just 8% on a YOY basis. AU Small Finance Bank actually came up with good set of numbers. We saw advances growing at a rate of around 23% on a year-on-year basis, whereas deposits also grew strongly at around 31%. But let's not forget that this bank has also seen a rally in the recent days, so definitely watching out on this counter. And lastly, let's also focus on L&T Finance. Good set of number here also. We have seen retail loan book actually increased almost by 18%, whereas when we talk about disbursements, there we saw 18% growth on a year-on-year basis, which also translates into around healthy growth on a sequential basis as well. So definitely a positive set of numbers from L&T Finance, and on back of this we are watching on this stock as well.
All right, take that point, Gaurav. Thank you so much for joining in and giving us your views on all the updates that came in post 3:30 in the financial space.